The run on American Conference coaches continues with now 3 of those guys taking SEC jobs. First, we had Ryan Silverfield this morning that took the job at Arkansas from Memphis. We had South Florida head coach Alex Galesh return to the SEC as a head coach this time at Auburn. And now Jon Sumrall, Tulane head coach, going to coach in the American Conference Championship game, we think, taking the job at Florida. And oh, by the way, Ole Miss has still got to hire a head coach. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. This is your first time watching Adapt and Respond. Thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, hit that subscribe button, like this video, answer the question in the comments below. Do you think that Jon Sumrall is going to be able to bring Florida to the heights that it felt with Urban Meyer? Because that's what they're chasing. They're chasing that high. They have not been that high since Urban Meyer left. I mean, you look at the guys that they hired, some of them got close. Dan Mullen, closest enough. Many people think they moved off of him too soon. I think he's getting stale in the way that James Franklin's getting stale at Penn State, and they wanted to hit the reset button. And boy, howdy did they, right? With Billy Napier, and that just did not go well. Now, you're going back to the G6 once again to hire your next head coach after going to the G6 the last time to hire a previous head coach, believing that this time a guy who's done nothing but win at that level, like Billy Napier, is going to do nothing but win at this level. We'll see, man. I'm not sold on the Jon Sumrall hire. I am sold on his pedigree, though, because I'm not sure about the fit, and coaching at Florida is just difficult. Coaching the SEC is just difficult. But he played linebacker at Kentucky. He's been 19-7 at Tulane. He's coached in a conference championship every single year that he's been a head coach. That's 4 straight now. And they're 10-2. He's 42-11 over the last 4 years, which is wild to think about. I mean, just been able to put it together with sticky tape and make it work. It's another guy who has done more with less. And alongside guys like Alex Galesh and Ryan Silverfield and Eric Morris, who's going to Oklahoma State, what if you give them more? Can they do more with more? That's the bet. That's the gamble. I also think all of these hires come in as quickly as they have, because the announcement of these hires had all happened within about 45 minutes of each other. I mean, it's like that, just tripping over each other to get these things done and get these things out, because Lane Kiffin didn't know it yet, but he set the dominoes in motion 2 weeks ago. Because when you start flirting with these jobs as publicly as he has, you got other ADs and other boards of regents that are going, okay, let's make sure we get our guy while Ole Miss is being held hostage. So A, we can beat them to it, and B, we can beat our other opponents to it, because there were 9 Power 4 jobs open before Thanksgiving. By now, we've seen Eric Morris to Oklahoma State, Galesh to South Florida, Silverfield to Arkansas, and now it's Sumrall to Florida from Tulane. And you still got that Ole Miss job you got to fill, and you still got the LSU job is just, yeah, he's got it, but this is also me going, Ole Miss better be taking a hard look at Blake Baker and go try to get him to Mississippi just as soon as you possibly can, to go beat up on this guy that was beating up on you, right? But also can, I think, put together a pretty good football team for you. The question now becomes, what will Sumrall be allowed to do as head coach at Tulane if they make the college football playoff? It's been a popular name, right? He's received some interest in the coaching carousel over years from like West Virginia before Rich Rod took that job, North Carolina before Bill Belichick took that job. And he's following a dude that was fired after going 3-4 as this season, and then 22-23 over the previous 4 seasons, 12-16 in SEC play. That's the thing that's going to get you fired in the SEC. We don't really care what you do in the non-conference. I mean, we do, but we don't. We care quite a bit if you can't beat the league members. That's going to get you fired. That's what got Hugh Freeze fired. That is what got Sam Pittman fired. That's what it is. You're going to have to be able to defeat Missouri, Vanderbilt, A&M, right, who's announced themselves in a big way. Mississippi State, who's right there on the cusp. You put Mississippi State in the Big 12 or the ACC, they might win that conference championship. It's that tough in that league. I also think this is an interesting fit. I don't know that it's a great fit, but it's an interesting fit. Florida and its culture has always strived for national championships and to be on the national championship scene. They have the pedigree of Georgia, of Alabama, of LSU, and they have not played to it in the college football playoff era. The first reason is they haven't been good in SEC competition during the era. And the second reason is they've never made the college football playoff. And now that is the bar for success. That's how other guys get jobs. That's how we get moved on. If you're the kind of coach that can walk into a place like Florida and flip it, it's expected, but you're also going to get heralded. It's like coaching at A&M, right? You're expected to flip it. Coaching at Texas, you're expected to flip it. You have the resources here to do it. It's, can you win championships? And perhaps that is the X factor for Jon Sumrall taking this job. He's coached in championship games at the G6 level over and over again. He's proven all he does is win down there. But the level up is real. I mean, at some point, we're going to have a real conversation about the American just getting ran through for its coaches. But that's what the American does really well. And I really wish that American fans, myself being a TU alumnus, would take some pride in it. I do. Like, one of the big questions around a job like Tulane or Tulsa, right, or UNT is, how long can you expect to keep that guy if he's good? You don't. That's the answer. And I would tell anybody that would listen to that, and I say that at TU, if Trey Lamb goes and wins 10 games, I expect him to be a Power 4 head coach the next year. And I expect TU to go recruit the next up-and-coming guy and use it as a stepping stone, because that's what the university is. You are a stepping stone university until you're playing Power 4 football. Because Power 4 football, you got the automatic qualifier. You're going to get there if you make the SEC, or if you make the conference championship game, and you might get there as the third or fourth best team. It means you got to go 11-1 or 10-2, but you can get there, and the money gets bigger, right? That's the other thing. They got more television money than you do, so they can afford to pay more than you can. So I'm not upset about the American getting ran through. That's what's supposed to happen. That's what the G6 is about. Like, our players are getting poached, and we got pride too. Yeah, but you also know who you are. I don't get that part. So I'm excited for Jon Sumrall to do at Florida what nobody's done since Urban Meyer. I also am excited to see who Tulane taps, who UNT taps, who South Florida taps, who Memphis taps, who in that league wants next. I got no problem with that. I really don't. It's the reason that we watch minor league baseball. It's the reason we watch Formula 2. It's the reason why we watch the lower series. Is like, did this dude just equate us to minor league football or minor league baseball? Yes, I did. They got millionaires there too. And where do you think talent comes from? Develop. Then talk to me.